Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're taking this incredibly fascinating journey from a grand, overarching philosophical concept all the way down to the actual physical environments that you and I inhabit every single day. I mean, have you ever actually stopped to think that the concrete sidewalk you stepped on this morning, or, that quiet forest path you walked, is literally a bridge to a century from now? We're going to explore exactly how we are that bridge between the distant past and the far-off future, and how our daily environments shape that vital connection. Okay, let's dive into this. Just listen to these words from Rick Hill Sr. of the Tuscarora Beaver Clan. He says, "We inherit a duty. We inherit a responsibility. You come here to work hard so that the future can enjoy that benefit." Boom. Right out of the gate, that establishes the absolute emotional and moral stakes of our inheritance. We aren't just, passive receivers of the world around us. Not at all. We have an active, ongoing job to do. To really wrap our heads around this duty, we first need to look at Dr. Susan Edwards' core essay on inheritance and legacy. She introduces us to this amazing idea called the seventh generation concept. It's rooted deeply in Ojibwe and Haudenosaunee culture, and it's basically this profound philosophy of recognizing our deep, unbreakable connection to the first people who walked the earth, while simultaneously, and this is the key part, making decisions with the seventh generation of our descendants in mind. It gives us a really critical shared vocabulary for the rest of this explainer. It's the fundamental idea that our choices ripple outward across vast, vast stretches of time. Dr. Edwards also highlights this really beautiful realization by the singer Sarah Bareilles. Bareilles was just sitting in a cemetery in Queens one day, and she started thinking about the literal echo of past heartbeats beneath her feet. And it hit her. Human life is meant to be meaningful on a grand scale. Like our hopes, our dreams, even our mundane daily challenges, they take on a whole new weight when we place them in the context of both our ancestors and our descendants. It demands a certain tenacity from us, doesn't it? To chase our dreams and actually build something that lasts. Let's move to and see how this builds into natural versus constructed environments, the spaces we inherit. Transitioning from that broad philosophical concept of legacy down to the actual physical spaces we inhabit right now, well, that brings us right to the core of Dr. Mitch Steimer's Theme 2 essay. On one hand, we've got pristine natural formations, these environments entirely free of human assistance that have sustained life for millennia. But on the other hand, we have these highly constructed, glowing, massive urban skylines. And Dr. Steimer points out this really fascinating reality. It is only in the blink of an eye in recent history that our technological advancements have actually allowed us to drastically alter one environment to construct the other, completely transforming our planetary inheritance in the process. It's wild to think about. The inevitability of change, perturbations, and thermodynamics. Now, what's really interesting about this is that whether we're talking about natural or constructed spaces, these environments are deeply, deeply entangled with the whole of life, and they are constantly fluctuating. Dr. Simmers introduces this second law of thermodynamics here to basically level the playing field completely between the two. Beyond just the physics of heat and energy, this law serves as a universal rule on change. The propensity of literally any physical system to break down is absolute. I mean, think about it. It takes a massive, continuous input of energy just to maintain a building, a bridge, or even a biological ecosystem. Because of this, absolutely no system, not a towering ancient redwood forest, nor a sprawling modern megacity, is immune to perturbations, systemic shifts, and inevitable decay. It's all subject to the exact same rules. And we are seeing that breakdown accelerate right now, today. The complex systems we've built to support our modern societies and economies, they're shifting daily. The environmental consequences of actions taken just 2 or 3 generations past are literally washing up on our shores right now. They're coming fully into view. We are inheriting the physical, tangible consequences of past decisions, which makes navigating these systemic breakdowns not just some abstract theoretical exercise. It's an urgent, absolute reality for our present generation. The Gaia hypothesis, a macro perspective. To truly grasp the massive scale of our legacy, we really have to zoom out from our local shores to a planetary level. And this brilliantly illustrates scientist James Lovelock's famous Gaia hypothesis. He pretends that we are all actually part of one giant global organism. Earth isn't just some dead rock with water splashing around on it. It's a self-regulating, interconnected, living, breathing system where biology and physical environments are constantly evolving together. It's like a giant puzzle. Recognizing our intimate biological relationship to this global organism is absolutely vital if we want our collective story to survive all the way to that 7th generation. Building our environmental legacy. Let's just take a breath for a second and bring this all the way back down to the personal level. You, right now, sitting there in this exact moment, you are the crucial bridge between the ancient past and the deep future. So, the crucial point is this final provocative question drawn directly from our source material. To what extent are natural and constructed environments fluctuating, and how can we intentionally interact with them to affect our legacy? Think about your daily interactions. Every time you step outside, how are you shaping the environment for that seventh generation? I'll leave you to ponder that as you navigate the spaces of your own life today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.